Recently, it was reported that Kari Lake has effectively moved in to Mar-a-Lago. She has a suite there. She's there all the time. I mean, one of the headlines read, Kari Lake appears at Mar-a-Lago more than Melania Trump and practically lives in a suite. And when that story came out from people, we talked about it right here on Ring of Fire. And it turns out that things aren't going so well between Kari Lake and Donald Trump. According to the latest news, Kari Lake's still hanging out at Mar-a-Lago, still going around basically campaigning to be Donald Trump's vice presidential candidate for next year's elections. But Trump's getting sick of her. According to the latest reports, Donald Trump is really tired of Kari Lake because he views her as a, quote, spotlight hound. Meaning that whenever there's cameras around or ever there's a chance to go on TV, Kari Lake is going to jump at that opportunity. But there's only so many cameras, right? There's only so many spotlights. And Donald Trump wants to be the one in those spotlights. But Kari Lake keeps soaking up all of that attention. And Donald Trump's getting mad. He's like, those are my spotlights. Those are my cameras. These are my TV hits, and you're taking them from me. And that's not okay. It doesn't matter how loyal you are to Donald Trump. And Kari Lake is loyal, folks. She is an ardent Trump supporter through and through because she, is using it to make herself famous. And Trump has finally realized that, and he's not happy. So her chances of becoming his vice presidential pick kind of going down the toilet right now because she is such an attention hog. But there's another problem, a bigger problem happening behind the scenes that is probably going to make Kari Lake not even in contention for that VP pick. And that is the fact that Melania Trump is getting furious about Kari Lake being at Mar-a-Lago all the time. Turns out Melania, I guess, is still a little bit jealous, right? She's still married to Donald Trump. Apparently, she still kind of likes him. Now, you couldn't tell from the way she acts around him. You'd think she hated him, but apparently she doesn't like Kari Lake being in the headlines with her husband. She doesn't like Kari Lake being mentioned in headlines with her. So according to this new report, let me read this. This is according to to the Daily Beast. Those types of headlines, the one I mentioned earlier, Trump, of course, has printed out story after story. He runs through a stack of papers or whatever have you. Typically, many of these type of stories will go to the waste bin, but stories about Melania Trump, really get kind of scrutinized because he has to see her. They meet for dinner or what have you, and Melania Trump and her people are very cognizant of the headlines. And of course, this didn't really sit well. So, Melania, when she is, forced to do her dinners with Donald, as they mentioned, she's given him an earful about Kari Lake always being there. Like, what is going on with Kari Lake? Why are you in headlines? But why am I being mentioned in headlines? Keep me out of this crap. So, in addition to Kari Lake hogging up too much of Donald Trump's spotlight, apparently she's now also causing him some marital problems, which Donald Trump doesn't need any more of. And so because of that, these reporters over at the Daily Beast say that Kari Lake has pretty much been dropped for consideration for that VP slot. She's wasted all that time at Mar-a-Lago thinking she was going to get her big break. But it turns out, much like Ron DeSantis, the more people see her around, the more they dislike her. Thanks for watching, everyone, and well, here comes the awkward part at the end of the video where I ask you to like, comment, and share, and subscribe for more content from Ring of Fire. Also, you should consider becoming a member for some exclusive content and perks, including early access videos and exclusive videos. Check out the link in the description.